Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Romeo. Welcome. It is Friday, October 17th. Okay. If you guys didn't check out my last video, I got the same outfit on. Go check that out. Like, comment, and come back over here and like and comment. If you just heard it, it's my stomach. I'm not over here being nasty. It's my stomach. But this is not going to be a long video, y'all. Y'all get 2 videos out of me. Okay? Bravo to me. Get your snacks, get your drinks, or your water. Because that's what I'm drinking over here too, water. I had a morning, but God, hallelujah, I'm happy to be alive. So today, I want to talk about, I want to do a story time. And I'm going to try to do the story time without getting emotional. Because this week, like literally yesterday, was a lot for me. And I want to be real authentic with you guys on my channel like I was on my old channel. And let you guys know I'm going to always come on the camera and be 100% me. I'm not going to be faking a persona or image. Okay? And yeah, this may or may not be long. I don't know. But oh sorry, I'm in my nose. This is a story time of how I lost my mom. So we're gonna rewind once upon a time based on the true story. Okay? That's how I used to do my old story times. In 2020, I was 21 and my mom was 41. And unexpectedly, she passed away due to asthma. Everybody thought it was, you know, the thing that was going on in 2020, but it wasn't. It was her asthma. She struggled with asthma her whole entire life. She was in 7 comas previous, so we were used to her being in the hospital and coming out. So that's what we thought. But things went a different way. It was a lot. I was 21. I'm the oldest. I'm the only boy, for those who don't know if you're new here. Being raised by a single mom, and that's your only parent, it was like, so even though it's been so many years later, and like, her birthday is this month, October 24th. And like, in my family, I'm gonna rewind. How can I say? Okay, I'm gonna say this without saying too much. So, okay, how we were raised, us three, our mom always instilled in us that all y'all got. You can have friends, you can get married or date people, have kids, but that comes and goes. You know, at the end of the day, all you have is each other. You know, and she she never even liked this arguing, like to the day she passed. Like she didn't care. So we were all, and that was always, and anybody who know us or been around us, they always say that, like, I love y'all bond, I love how close y'all are. And I feel like that's what God intended family to be. He didn't intend family to be toxic and all that, but things happen, you know, in life. But I was blessed. We were blessed to have the mom that we have. Was she perfect? No, but at the end of the day, she always instilled God number one in our life. And, you know, being smart. My mom was a teacher. Like, so, you know, it was just we had a lot of morals and values and self-respect, all that, love, family unit, boom, boom, bam, bam. So when that happened, when I was 21, unexpectedly, my other sister was 19 or 18, and the other one was, I think, 15 or 14. No, she was 15. Yeah, 15, and then the other one was either 18 or 19. So, y'all have to try. Now, this is, once again, I hope I don't get emotional. I'm going to try to talk about this without getting emotional. Yeah, this might be a long one, but I'm gonna try my best not to get emotional. Okay. Yeah, this is not easy. Like, sometimes I can talk about her without getting emotional. Sometimes I can't. One thing about it, you're gonna always deal with grief. It never goes away. So anybody out there who lost a mom, a sibling, a dad, a spouse, a child, anything, you know. So that was a lot during that time, and it was so much going on during that time. And if I think in order for me to not cry, I gotta look at this TV. But I'm gonna also look at y'all too. So yeah. It was hard. It was a lot. Um Even like I had to step up as the oldest. We all did. Let me say that, but especially me as the oldest. I had to, write her obituary, plan everything, do everything. It was hard because it was like my mother, like what, like my life, like I had to go from working part-time to trying to find a full-time job. Like it was my whole life flipped. Like I couldn't do the things I used to do. I couldn't do things that I used to do. Life changed unexpectedly, really fast. And I think during that time I was lost, obviously, because it's like, is this really my reality? Why? I know some people are angry with God when people pass. I just was like, why so early? We never get those answers, but we can't question what He does. God He knows the beginning and ending of our life. He is, oh my God, sorry. Maybe when I went to sleep, I slept with my body wrong. My whole, like, right here on down, especially right here on my hip, it's like hurting. But, yeah, that was hard. It was a lot. Um, and okay, so one thing I want to give advice to parents is prepare a will. Also, and it may be uncomfortable, but you got to talk about it. Also, let your kids know about bills, get into your passwords and all of that. Like, they need to know everything because if they don't, then you know, it'd be a shit show. I'm thankful that not even knowing, like, nobody knew she was going to pass. Not even her, not even us. But I'm pretty much sure once she seen Jesus and she was like, bye, like, I don't have to deal with asthma and nothing else. Like, you know, I know every day she's looking down. There's not one day I don't think about her because she was my life. Like, she was a preemie, I was a preemie. Raising 3 kids on your own, was hard, especially for, no, I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody, but especially for black women, it is hard for a black woman because you got to be the mom and the dad. And I know some people may get child support, may not, or they may be co-parenting, but at the end of the day, or you can even be married. And once again, it's no shade to nobody else, but it's hard for black women. Shout out to the single dads, but it's hard for black women. So, one thing I am appreciative is whatever goals you set when you're a mom, before you become a mom, for those who want to be moms, make sure you do your damn thing to achieve those goals, because my mom had goals, and not going to name all of them, but one goal she achieved, and I'm happy that she achieved that. And I'm happy that she instilled, for one, God in us. She instilled love. She instilled unity. She instilled true love. She gave us so much affection. Because she didn't get that. Sorry, once again. Sorry to my stomach. My stomach is. I hope y'all don't hear that. It said, whoop. I just heard it. Anyways. Because my mom could have allowed that generational curse to go down, you know. But she gave us unconditional love, kisses and hugs. She didn't care who we were around, if we were in school, not in school, in the store. She didn't care. She'd come in our room, or we would go in her room. Like, it was very, you know, she'd lay in our bed, or she just was like very loving, affectionate kisses. You're handsome, you're beautiful. Like, we got all that. That's one reason why he would never catch me or my sisters thirsty for no nigga or no okay? Never. Because when you instill things in your children, first God, for one, and self-love, then, you know, and that's on period. Okay? No, seriously. Like, you would never, no. 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 I will end. I would ghost. I would stop talking to you. I would act like I never knew you. What Mariah Carey said about J-Lo? I don't know her. I don't know your ass. Okay? But anyways, back to the story time. It was a lot, y'all. Like, once, and like I said, I can't believe I'm talking about this without getting emotional. And I'm trying to hurry up. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say. But, also I want to just say, for anybody out there, too, who's dealing with grief, don't let nobody, don't let your sibling, don't let nobody tell you when to let go. Everybody deals with their grief differently. Deal with it, pray on it. Know that your loved one, your mother, your father, whoever passed, just know they're looking down on you. They're in a better place. They're happy. They're shining. There's no more pain, no more asthma, no more, and none of that. And that's what I try to tell myself. And just even like I said yesterday, going through the emotions, because I had like 2 dreams about her back to back. And I was just like breaking down. And even after she passed, I went to therapy for like 2 years, 2 years and 6 to 8 months. Did it help? Yes and no. And that's no shade to the 2 therapists that I had, but they helped with some stuff. But I'm happy I did do that, because I did a lot of work on certain things, and that was good for that season in my life. I also going through all of that, you lose people. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, that's not the time where you would think you would lose people. The horns come out too. Like, I can talk about a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna keep a lot of stuff out because this is gonna be a positive video. So if anybody's dealing with grief from a mother or a father or anybody close, but especially for a mother, anybody who was raised like me, raised by a single mom, and she passes. I don't. Once again, no shade to the fathers out here, but there's nothing like a mother's love. Like when we heard that she left, like I felt, and I still feel alone. You know, like, yeah, I know I got my sisters and I got people that I'm close to and people that love me. But at the end of the day, I still feel alone sometimes. Oh my God, I'm trying not to get emotional because I feel it. Okay. Hell, look, if I cry, I cry. But sometimes I still do feel alone. I've always wanted a big family. Because I love the Cosby Show and the Brady Bunch and Full House. I love big families. No shade to people who have 1 or 2 or 3 kids, but I've always wanted to have a big family. Just seeing your offspring in multiple different ways is like, you know, I just always wanted a big family, but just like I would say since last year and this year, I know it was the devil, but I just, even yesterday, it was very, very bad yesterday. I was just like, so many people have their moms and they don't talk to them. And I know some moms are evil and jealous. I'm not talking about those moms. I'm talking about people who have good mothers out here and y'all choosing men, women, money, status, whatever, and acting like y'all just so busy. That's why I'm done. I don't give a... I'm tired of people trying to normalize. Oh, I ain't got to talk to this person every day. Because excuse me, it be those times where you... Oh, Jesus, sorry, y'all. It be those times where you be like, thinking about somebody where you should have called them and texted, and then when you hear they gone, then it's like, dang, I should have called and text. But that's a whole story for another day. I'm tired of like people using that as an excuse. Yeah, you can have your alone time. I'm not saying you can't have your alone time and your, you know, me time. But for people who got good mothers out here, especially this new generation, like, I was once... It was together with my old job. This young girl was cussing because her mama could not come pick her up and was, you know, using certain words. And I was like, I know some of y'all probably would have just sat there, but I was like, oh, girl, you need to stop because if your mama die, you ain't gonna have nobody. And I did say it just like that, and I meant every word. Because a lot of these kids are entitled and, you know, just ungrateful. Like I said, if you have, and even adults too, I'm gonna go back to y'all too. But for y'all kids, it just don't make no sense. And for y'all adults, it's a hot mess too. Like, get it together. Like, I would do anything to get my mom back. And I just watched so many people who just rude and mean and evil to their moms. And I'm talking about the good mothers, not the evil mothers. I'm talking about the good mamas. Who, when you in a crisis, or when you're going through something, or you hit rock bottom, they always there. And y'all just treat them like disposable. Y'all treat them like trash. Y'all treat them like, I would never. Excuse me, let me drink some water. My throat been very, like, dry. I'm not sick, but I just be having to keep on like doing that. I'm coming to eat this lasagna that my sister making. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, appreciate your good mothers out here, because you only get one. Okay? Because there are times where I would love to talk to her. Would have loved it. But like, oh my God, I'm getting emotional. Okay, you can do it. You know, I don't even know if I'm going to post this, because I feel it. And I'm not trying to force myself. Y'all don't know me like that. I'm like dead ass. It was just in the emotional, like boo-hooing yesterday. And I'm trying to say this without getting emotional, because I feel like it's going to come. And if it comes, it comes. Just not having your mom, it does something. Like, we were so close, and when I hear people who are estranged with their mom, or they don't have a good mom, it hurts me, because it's like, that's all I had, that's all I knew, and it makes me like so sad. Like, seriously, like, it makes me sad when I meet people and they are estranged with their mom and they don't have a good relationship with their mom. And I'll be like, oh my God, like, that's all I knew. Like, that's all I knew. And I'm thankful. Yeah, you had your ups and downs. We had our ups and downs. Nobody's perfect. Was I an angel? No. Did she have her moments? Yes, like every family. But at the end of the day, at the core, there was love. I felt it, you know. Like, and it just hurts, because like one day I will see her again, and that's the scary part about life. Like, you know, it's scary, because that's, you know, a lot of people can go to their mama house. A lot of people can call them and they don't, or you pick and choose when you want to. A lot of people get annoyed when their mamas call them, or, and I be like, damn, I wish I can get a call. You know, I would love to hear her voice, or her sing, or her laugh. Thank God I have videos and different stuff, but just that doesn't do anything when you want to just hear it sometimes. It just irks me when some people just do that. Like, my mama called her. I'd be like, damn, I wish I can get a damn call right now. Like, heavy don't get call logs and call and FaceTimes. Like, appreciate that you're still alive to get a fucking call from your mom. Like, ugh, that irks me. It really does. I'm like being so serious. But like, even going back to when that happened, it was a lot. And the night my mom passed, me and my sister, and everybody, after everybody left, we prayed. And oh, this is something I never even shared, not even on my old channel. Oh my God. When she was getting taken out on the stretcher thing at her house, the ambulance was sitting there, and yeah, they were sitting there, and we were like, go, 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 go. And neighbors is outside, and we were like yelling at them like, go, and they were telling us, you know, don't come by the truck and all that. And it was for reasons, because she Yeah, she was already gone. She was already gone, and we didn't know. We didn't know. Oh God, the tears. We didn't know. And I prayed to God, and we kept praying and kept praying. And I even prayed to God, like, Lord, please reveal every snake. At that night, I just was like, she was all I had. I didn't want nobody to be, oh my God, here it go. I didn't want nobody around me, and God did very much that. Okay? And one thing, nobody can ever tell me that prayer doesn't work. Like, Lord, man. Like, she was just, like, so young. Like, 41. Like, that's, like, the beginning. You know, people say, yo, 40s is when you live, and it's a whole new life, and you feel like a whole new person, and that's where this, you know, the life really begins, and all that. And it's like, wow, I wonder, did she ever feel that? I'm like, she didn't get to experience that, and sometimes that hurts me. But once again, everything happens for a reason. You guys hear anything in the background, that's my sister downstairs. It was a lot. And even like me going back to me wanting a family, like I've always wanted a family. Even when I was younger, I used to be like, I want 6 kids, I want a big family. And mom used to be like, that's always been him. Like mom used to say, he always said, like, I want to be married. I've always said that. No shade to those who have kids and not married or married, because I know a lot of this. You gotta say that these days, because a lot of y'all be too damn sensitive. But going back to what I was saying, I always pray, like, I hope if it's in God's will for me to have children, that I marry into a not perfect family, but a family where my kids can experience having grandparents, especially a grandmother, because they won't ever get to meet my mom, and all they will have is just pictures and videos, and that hurts. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry again. No, but like, seriously, y'all, and I can't believe I'm really like sharing all of this. This is very vulnerable. If y'all was a fly on the wall, I was like fetal position, like snot, like crying yesterday. It was just too much, like emotional. Like, I hold a lot of stuff in. I'm like a person that holds stuff in, but also I'm very open. If that makes sense. It probably don't make sense, but I was thinking, like, you know, I was just like, you know, what's the point of having children? Because she won't be here. You know, let me get off. Okay. Because if I keep talking, I'm gonna keep crying. This is not for show. I just wanted to get on and share my story. I want somebody one day, whether it's today, tomorrow, next year, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, to know you're not alone and you will get through this. We will get through this. Let me get off of here before I continue to cry, because I'm not trying to do a part 2 of yesterday. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah. Be you forever and ever, and never apologize for it. Why? Because God made you that way. Okay, yeah, let me get off, because I can't. Okay. See you guys tomorrow in the vlog. Love you guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.